Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Miami defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Cook able to escape, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That one a first down pickup of 8. The Bills at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Five wide.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
A solid stiff arm. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Hill left the powerful Kansas City offense last season and really improved the Miami one. A 4th All-Pro nod for the burner, and only the 11th 1,700-yard season in league history. Adds a catch and first down to his follow-up campaign there.
Tua now on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run. Achane.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Allen.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen setting up the screen for Cook.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A 77-yard punt return.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now stands at 13. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing now is Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing is Allen on third. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Now Hill to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All right, fellas, listen up. Turbo three, kick. Turbo three, kick. Help!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ice jam. Hey, long. Hey.
That is incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and fell to the ground.
What's that expression, light comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
20, TX. Let's go.
Tua now on 1st down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
21G.
Tua to throw again. And it's caught. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it. HN with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force, and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Half.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Stop.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Half 85. Middle. What's that?
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Go low Zion. Hey, hey. Ready, set.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the Dolphin first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Corner, long. Hey, 21, T8.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
20, TX. Out.
Now Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Good.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Turbo 1, high. 21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bills nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Hey! Scrap. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Caught out left side by Robinson. Touchdown! Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from going up by 30. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Alert!
Allen will try again on second down. He completes it to Beckham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
And off to Achane to begin the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watson, Oscar. Solo left Zion.
Looking to pass. Tua. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man. Complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, they had to learn the offense quick. Just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. This is Smith with a grab. That one goes for 24 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
From the gun, it's Tua.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
88 yards.
And the Bills are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
All right, let's go.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Turbo 2, ice jab. Ice jab, turbo 2, ice jab. Out.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hill going to go in motion right.
Turbo 3, kick. Turbo 3, kick.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Hey, low.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
By Quan Alexander. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. A run straight ahead with Achane. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hill going to go in motion right. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go, baby. 20 TX. Solo left Zion. Out.
Running right, here's Achane. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On first down, Allen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Alert! 56, 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And now here's another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
This is 2nd and 8.
Watson, Oscar. Number 2, Ice Jam.
Again, it's Achane.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Turn by three, kick. Out.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 21 TX. 20 TX.
Here's Tua.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Johnson to return it. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Dolphins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.